promise you that although this is 16 pages printed, it's in 24-point type so that I can read it without my old man glasses. And if we are ready in the back, ladies and gentlemen, we will present the bride, Miss Tanya Rowe.
Now to be among you, at the calling of your heart. Rest assured this troubadour is acting on his part. The union of your spirits here has caused him to remain. For whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is love. There is love. Well, a man shall leave his mother, and a woman leave her home. They shall travel on to where the two shall be as one. As it was in the beginning, is now until the end. Woman draws her life from man and gives it back again, and there is love. There is love.
My name is Michael Henry. I am the officiate minister today. As a little background, Rick and I have known each other, oh gosh, at least probably 30 years. We did a lot of radio together. You may be seated. We did a lot of radio together, and one of the things that was fun for me being a rookie at it was watching and learning from Rick. And I had seen him throughout his career officiate and MC many programs. And it was an amazing honor when he called and asked me to officiate this particular program, if you will, in his life. And although most of our relationship has been based on a lot of comedy, a lot of goofing around, I do want you guys to know that this is a very serious occasion. And I knew that I needed to prepare this with the same zeal that Rick would prepare for his events. So at 11:45 last night, I chugged a couple of Red Bulls, opened up a browser, and found wisdom to impart. Got a text that we were raiding in Call of Duty, figured what the hell. 6 o'clock this morning, went back to said browser and prepared. I think Wikipedia put it best when it said marriage is a social or religious union between two people. Congratulations, guys. Seriously, Webster tells us that the definition of marriage reads, marriage, also called matrimony or wedlock, is a social union. I did not just do that, did I? That was my outdoor voice. Marriage, also called matrimony or wedlock, is a social union or legal contract between people called spouses that establishes rights and obligations between the spouses and their in-laws, between the spouses and their children. The definition of marriage in actuality does bring a serious aspect to this equation, folks. The ceremony today is not just a union of you two, Rick and Tanya. It's a joining of you, Rick, you, Tanya, Andrea, and Brittany together as a family. As I mentioned before, wedding ceremonies have a lot of rituals to them. And part of these rituals are a lot of questions. A lot of will you, can you, do you. But the first question that we have today is for you, Brittany, and you, Andrea. Do the two of you bless and sanction the joining of your mother and Rick in marriage? After consideration, the response was yes, they do.
He's not the only one that could be funny.
Let me make one thing very clear, guys. Your response to that question, to join together as a family, does not make you a family. You're caring for each other. You're willing to work with each other. Makes you a family and will make you a family. Rick and Tony, you both know through your life experience that marriage is not easy. In fact, marriage is hard. And yet you've chosen to join together in marriage knowing full well what lies ahead of you. And unlike young people that join together in marriage, you know from your experience what you're looking at ahead. You know that things like in sickness and in health don't just mean I'll run to the store and get orange juice when you're sick. It means that someday, and it may mean, that I'll sleep in your hospital room with you tonight because I'm scared, and I'm not scared for you, I'm scared for me. And that's something that you know that you will have to do. You know that you are blessed because the two of you are in love, not because you feel that you need each other, but because you want each other. And that's the best kind of love that you can find. You understand that marriage does not unite two individuals as one. You realize that it brings two individuals together to function individually as a partnership together. Always together and always individual. Cahill Gibran put it best when he said, "You have come together, and together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when the white wings of death scatter your days. You shall be together in the silent memory of life, but let there be spaces in your togetherness. And let the wings of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance and be joyous together, but let each one of you be alone, even as the strings of a lute are alone, although they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. Stand together, but not too near together, for as the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow." In other words, never lose sight of yourselves, but yet always work together as a partnership in this. And so now we make it official. This is always the fun part of the ceremony. This is the part where I look to you in the audience and I say, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, if any of you know any reason that this man and this woman should not be joined together in marriage or has anything to say that might change their mind, quite frankly, just keep it to yourself. What they do want to hear from you is that you are their friend, you always will be your friend, you will be the village that will support and encourage them as they practice the commitment that they are making today for the rest of their lives. Absolutely. That you will be there with them when they need you, because that's why you're here today, because you're their friend. Okay, Tanya, will you have this man to be your wedded husband, to live together in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, keeping faithful to him for as long as you both shall live? Richard, will you have this woman to be your wedded wife, to live together in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, keeping faithful to her so long as you both shall live? I do. Gentlemen, we have rings. Very good. Will you take Rick's ring to give to Tanya? And Rick, as you place this ring on Tanya's hand, please repeat the following after me. I, Richard, promise to love and cherish you, Tanya.
I, Richard, promise to love and cherish you, Tanya.
To give you strength in good times and in bad.
And you strength in good times and in bad.
You're blowing my gig here, guys. To respect your individuality. To make our home one of love and understanding.
Make our home one of love and understanding.
I will be open and honest with you.
I will be open and honest.
I join you in seeking the fulfillment of our lives.
I join you in seeking the fulfillment of our lives.
I promise to be faithful to you,
I promise to be faithful,
giving you all of myself,
all of myself,
all of my tomorrows,
all of my tomorrows,
all of my life. Can we have Tanya's ring again to Rick? Tanya, as you place this ring on Rick's hand, will you please repeat after me? I, Tanya, promise to love and cherish you, Richard.
I, Tanya, promise to love and cherish you, Richard.
To give you strength in good times and in bad.
Give you strength and good times and bad.
To respect your individuality.
To respect your individuality.
To make our home one of love and understanding.
To make our home of love and understanding.
I will be open and honest with you.
I will be open and honest with you.
I join you in seeking the fulfillment of our lives.
I join you to seek the fulfillment of our lives.
I promise to be faithful to you, giving you all of myself.
I promise to be faithful to you,
Giving you all of myself.
giving you all myself,
All of my tomorrows.
all of my tomorrows,
All of my life.
all of my life.
And now the very best part of the ceremony. Wisdom has been given, the advice has been stated, the vows have been made, and the rings have been exchanged. And there's only one more thing to make this official. Richard and Tanya, having given you your vows to love, honor, and cherish each other, having exchanged rings, and having gotten the approval of all of your family, by the power vested in me as a minister of the Universal Life Church and the Internet, I now give you permission to update your Facebook relationship status to married. We will now have the recession of the bride and groom. We also want to acknowledge today Grant Gunn, who has provided us with our music. Grant?